You are now listening to the sounds of Dr. B's Spot, a production of Bowden Enterprise Services, LLC. Join the podcast where love and life topics are discussed surrounding spiritual connection, relationships, finance, and becoming a better you through elevation. And now, here's your host, spiritual advisor and behavioral health clinician, Dr. B.
Welcome back to another episode of Dr. B's Spot, Love and Life, the podcast where we talk about all things love, life, and spirituality. I'm your host, your spiritualist, your therapist, Dr. B. We are back in business and back in action. Thank you for tuning in once again and listening to my content. It's always appreciated. Now, let's get into it. Topic today is called Your Biggest Supporters. I think it's time to get real and candid on this one. Let's paint this picture. How many of you out there had moments where you were achieving something with your business, achieving something in your life, such as promotion, such as awards, such as any achievement that came out of nowhere but was something to be celebrated in your life? And you shared those experiences with, could be family, could be friends. And in those experiences, it seems like some of those people wasn't as happy for you as you felt internally about these particular achievements. Some people might think that you're a go-getter. Some people might think that you're someone who's a know-it-all. Someone who's always out there grinding while they sit back and watch you rise. And as they sit back and watch you rise, the more envious they become, or the more riled up they become because they're sitting there not doing what they should be doing in their own life. So there's some animosity there. Now, when you're getting ready to make these next steps and you're achieving these goals, or you're awarded for the hard work that you put in, and you're looking for the comfort and the support of the people who allegedly love and care for you, and then you notice that, surprise, surprise, they're not showing as much love and care as you thought they should, but they're showing other signs of the opposite. So you take in the inventory of that, notate it, because in my brain, I always be like note taking. I take notes all the time. And when I take notes, I don't forget them. It's what they call a photographic memory. Okay. So, and I don't let it bother me either. You shouldn't either. Because what happens is that internally, if you know who you are and where you're going and what you're doing, and you're following your path, no one else's, you're following yours, it really doesn't matter what they think or how they think. And what happens is that you should get so in tuned into yourself and the goal that you are achieving, and actually celebrate yourself. And as you celebrate yourself and you get completely focused on what you want to do with your life, there are endless possibilities of you getting to other levels in your life. Folks used to come to me and complain about family and friends who's supposed to support them. And I, in return, always say that your biggest supporter is not your circle. Your circle is very small as you climb the mountain top, right? So there's only going to be a few people in that circle who actually lifts you up. So you can't look at all the rest and expect or even think that they will be your biggest supporters. Your biggest support actually is from the outside. It's an outsider or outsiders. Those are the people that pour into you and lift you up and actually believe in you many times. Let's take a look at social media, right? Okay. In social media, there's a lot of people who did not get the support they need from those that are close to them. The support actually comes from the outside, as I was saying. Some of those people have catapulted to millionaires completely off of social media. They took their focus off of their close support and turned it into support from people around the world. So that's what happens when you take the focus off of your small circle, who you really, have around you. And now if the ones that's there supporting you, that's cool, that's fine, and they can come along for the journey. But there's going to be people that is going to see you for your worth beyond where those people who was in your circle couldn't see or couldn't even fathom. So the thing is, your audience that you're trying to get to and achieve some things with will come from greater forces outside of your circle. Some people stay stuck in the midst of a particular circle. They can't seem to get out. They can't seem to maneuver outside of that. And then that's why they remain in certain places, in certain stuck situations. You have to actually step out of that particular circle and step into new avenues. Once you step into new avenues, the world can be your oyster. I actually love the times of social media where we are at this point and at this time, because the people who weren't able to sit at the table now create their own table. And then guess what? In return, they can sit at the highest tables that they want to. And they can be as creative as they want to. They could be who they are fully. Whether you judge them or not, it doesn't even matter, because there's visionaries that are out here in this world, and there's a place for everybody. Everybody has a place. So what I love in the social media realm is the fact that a regular person can become their own celebrity. They don't have to wait for Hollywood or sports industry to give them their chance. They actually can make their chance for themselves. Even the Hollywood industry started to realize and notice that as things were drying up for them, they had to come and get on social media to have a second form of income, because it was drying up due to all kind of situations that they were dealing with. They found that some of these people, regular people who never had the chance to make it, to blow up, are now in their position, in their head to head with them. They need some of that to rub off on them. And they can do it easily because they're known. But guess what? There's always room still at this particular table. And as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of people who didn't get the support and the attention, and they get it from the social media side. People who wasn't able to be heard, they can now be heard. They now can be seen. Now, you can't take it and be superficial with that because everybody does not love you. Everybody does not care for you. So you have to be careful in how you accept people gravitating towards you. You have to protect now your household. You have to protect your public access. You have to protect your peace of mind. Energy is very important, and taking in the wrong energy can be destructible. So you have to keep a level head and a level mind as you're making waves and moving along. When you step into the realm of becoming more powerful and noticed, people want some of that off of you. They want some of that substance. They feed off of it. So you can't have everybody feed off of you. Everybody can't eat off of you. So you have to be very diligent in how you handle making money, having success, having admiration from followers, outsiders. It has to be balanced. Remember, you're on a journey of turning negatives into positives. You're on a journey of leading the next generation and changing the trajectory of your past situations and making it better for the new, talented future that's to come. You also have to understand just as quickly as it comes is as quickly as it goes. So you protect things that you have nurtured and that have grown in your life. You protect those particular things because having that understanding that what's here today can be gone tomorrow is very true. So having a level head on what you're doing and how you're moving about will make all the difference in your life. Those that did support you on your journey, do not forget about them. The ones that were really there for you, whether it was family, friends, or some form of acquaintances. Giving back is also very important because keeping all of the riches, keeping all of the wealth just to yourself, just for yourself, is not going to be very good either. The more you give, the more you receive. And if you keep doing that, God replenishes you over and over again in your life. And guess what? Your biggest supporter is yourself. Support yourself first before you support others. And when you support yourself and then you support others, in return, others will support you. Those close ones in the inner circle, whether it's family or friends that I talked about earlier, guess what? They come aboard eventually. They come aboard once they see that whatever you said you was getting ready to do, or whatever achievements is coming for you, or whatever celebratory blow up that happens to you, and people are looking to have access to you, they feel like they should have the same or better access because they knew you win. But that doesn't matter about when they knew you win. they should have known you all along. Some people need to be proven to, right? So those are those people. Sometimes you have to show people rather than tell them. So also keeping silence on your movements is important. Keeping silence as you make plans won't disrupt your plans that you have for yourself, because no one knows, right? So no one knows how you're going to move. If someone's looking and countering every move that you have spoken on, they could block you. So you have to understand not to have a lot of blockages with you keeping your mouth shut. If you remain quiet on your adventures and plans that you see in your future and things that you're working on currently that people try to put themselves in, you can actually maneuver a lot better by staying quiet. Why do you think that some people who run their mouth so much never get so far in their life? Because their mouth is running too much. If you learn to keep quiet and make your moves, you get ahead a lot quicker, a lot better, a lot more strategically. When you can begin to open your mouth and spill all your goals and your dreams to certain folks block it. Energy is very powerful. From personal experience, when I got ready to buy a house, no one knew. When I did buy a house, for a long time, no one knew. When I got ready to buy a car, I buy a car. No one knew. When I got ready to start a business, no one knew. When I got ready to start social media, no one knew. When I got ready to start product lines, no one knew. I did it in silence. Then when I release it, guess what? You can know about it then when I release it. Prior to, there's no necessary need for me to reveal that part of information. That's what you have to do. So remember, your biggest supporter is yourself. And you keep planting those seeds with yourself. You watch those things grow for yourself. Don't think about these people that's out here and want to be all in your business, want to follow everything that you're doing, but they're doing nothing with their lives. So you make sure you nurture your own self. And then as you nurture yourself, enjoy the blessings that come in your life continuously. There's going to be ups and downs in life, but the blessings that come, appreciate those blessings. Also appreciate people who are brought forth in your life to help guide you and lead you as well, because sometimes you can miss your blessings that way too. There's certain people in your life who's put there for particular type of reasons, and you can't see it. You don't even know nothing about it. Those were your tests, and then you fail your tests. See, then you have to work harder to get back where you was trying to go. So some of those people are placed in your life. You have to be or have discernment to understand those people and who they are. It's not every single one to step in your face, but there's certain ones in your life. So you have to understand who to keep and who to disregard. Now, we've come to the end of this segment, and I do thank you for listening in to Dr. B's Spot, Love and Life. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, leave a comment, respond, subscribe, all that, all those good things. Be blessed with less stress. Dr. B. Much love, and I'm out.
Join us next time at Dr. B's Spot, where we dive into the real deal of love and life by tapping into your body, mind, and spirit. Don't forget to like, rate, and comment on each podcast that we drop. For all upcoming shows, reach Dr. B and all she has to offer on BowdenEnterprise.com and social media outlets under the moniker Bowden Enterprise Services. Peace and blessings to you and yours. We are out.